Hello, everybody. This is BlueJ7654 again. It's been a while. It's been quite a while. So, I figured I'd make a video to fill everybody in on what's going on. So, number one, I want to say that next week I should be getting a fair amount of money in loans and whatnot. So, there's a possibility that I could get myself a computer within the next couple of weeks. Of course, that means actually budgeting out my money, and I'm not very good at that at the moment. Though, if I do it, and actually take the time to figure everything out, I could have a computer within the next couple of weeks. Number two, I'm going to have to learn how to budget my money anyway, because in the next couple of weeks, this term's going to be over, and I'll have a nice little break in between terms, and then I'll have a forever break. Or, well, maybe not a forever break. I mean, at least one term, unless I can budget my money really, really well these next couple of weeks. But, yeah, I screwed up. Don't be like me. What ends up happening was I, already laughing about it. I'm just an awesome, awesome person, aren't I? But what I did was I've dropped out of a class 3 times, and in order to take out a 4th time, I have to go on to extended enrollment. And because of can't talk. Because going on to extended enrollment, I will not qualify for any financial aid, meaning that I would have to pay about $1,500 in order to take that class. And that's just a book course. That's 4 credit hours, $1,500. Holy crap. Or however many credit hours it is. I don't exactly remember all the numbers that were spewed out at me. But then there's the kitchen courses, which are, well, yeah, the book course is 4 credit hours. I remember that. And then the kitchen courses are 6 credit hours, meaning that those would cost approximately $2,200. So yeah, I screwed up. It's part of being an adult, I guess. I mean, who am I kidding? That's not just part of being an adult. That's part of being an American. I'm allowed to fail. But yeah. But point number 3 is it's going to be very hard for me to budget out my money these next couple of weeks because I have a phone bill I need to pay, I have rent that I need to pay, I have no job for this week. Well, I have a job. Don't worry. But, this is the week of 4th of July, so I don't have, there's no work this week. Next week there'll be work, and there should be work every week after that until, any other major holiday like Thanksgiving or Christmas. Thanksgiving being a little less major. But I think I'll be fine. Because there is one guy that's possibly going to be leaving work soon, and I'll probably be able to take his position, at least in a few areas. They're currently trying to train me up a little bit more and get me a little bit more confident in the position and get me a little bit more, I guess, sanitary. No, I'm a good cook, and I keep the station really clean and everything. I just have to work on, the details of everything. Because anybody can clean regularly. You can, clean the counters, clean the stove, clean the grill, clean fryers, that simple stuff. But, actually taking care of the, like, little grease stains and stuff that get all over the fryers, cleaning all of the fridge, including the strip all over the inside, that little seal thing all over. And then I'm a tall guy, so I have to clean the tops of everything as well. And then, just everything. That's one thing that people don't well, they may think about it occasionally, but they don't really, actually, truly get it. But I digress. The point is, I'll be getting more work, so I'll be getting more money. So there's a possibility that I'll actually be able to pay for stuff finally. Well, I'm able to pay for stuff now, obviously, but I mean, I'm not going to have any student loans or anything, so it's going to be just a little bit more difficult. What else? What else did I want to talk about? That girl isn't giving me that one girl from a while ago isn't giving me a ride anymore. She's just got stuff that she has going on. I'm pretty sure she got herself a new job, and I don't think she was very much interested in me anyway. Now that I think back on it. Oh well. His life. His life. His life. So I discovered a game. I've been watching a lot of YouTube recently, and Crunchyroll. I've gotten into quite a few animes. Ushio and Tora, Shokugeki no Soma, Parasite, Hunter x Hunter, Cross Hunter, Hunter x Hunter, whatever you want to call it. I've gotten into that stuff, but I've been watching a lot of YouTube. And one game that I recently watched a few YouTubers play was Welcome to the Game. That's a creepy game. Just because it's got all kinds of creepypasta stuff and everything on there, and apparently a few of the sites that are on there could actually, they're actual real things. Or they possibly could be real things. But, the thing that got me the most was those, cheap jump scares from the Russian kidnapper. That was actually pretty freaky. It's not really anything too special. I mean, if you've watched YouTube enough and you've seen them, you watched any of the good YouTubers like Jacksepticeye or any of those other guys that's got over 200,000 followers or 200,000 subscribers. But watch any of those guys and I'm sure you'll see that game. It's pretty freaky. It freaked me right the heck out. I think that's pretty much all I really wanted to talk about. Yeah, that's... I guess I really didn't want to talk about that much. What are we, 7 minutes in so far? What else could we talk about? I mean, I could talk about the fact that I got the TV working. I may have already talked about that. Not entirely sure. I got the TV working, and I've actually... Oh, that's something I could talk about. I've been experimenting a lot more with all kinds of foods and stuff at home, mainly because I just don't really have that much to actually be able to do. And my parents did give me some meat that wasn't the best quality in the world. Sorry, Mom and Dad. But, no, it was actually some of the stuff was pretty good. I made myself some venison tacos today, but that's nothing special. Two special things that I did do. One of which, the first thing, was I basically made I basically took the old Mongolian chicken recipe and took out the brown sugar that's normally used, and then I basically braised the chicken in a soy sauce mixture. It was soy sauce, garlic, ginger, crushed red pepper, and some extra water. It was half water, half soy sauce, just to cut down the saltiness a little bit. I braised the chicken in that for about 35 minutes, then took the aluminum foil off to let it cook the rest of the way at about 425 degrees in the oven. Let me start over. I seared a leg quarter in a pan to get a nice fond on the pan. Then, using soy sauce and water, I deglazed the pan and then added garlic powder and ginger and crushed red pepper and let that reduce a little bit. Then add the chicken back into the pan, threw it into the oven with aluminum foil on it for about 35 minutes, uncovered it for the next 10 to 15 minutes, and that was all at 425 degrees in the oven. Then I removed the chicken out of that pan, poured the liquid from that pan into a saucepan, added a little bit more water to cut down the saltiness a little bit more, and then I cooked ramen noodles in that. And I didn't use the seasoning packet. I just used the natural seasonings that I had on the chicken, along with the soy sauce and garlic and stuff, the stuff that I had in the soy sauce. And that was actually really, really good. If I had used fresh chicken instead of the chicken that I had from my parents, that probably would have been really, really awesome. Like, even better than it already was. Because that chicken was not good. That chicken wasn't good. Neither was the sausage, which was the second thing that I worked with. And what I did with that, now, I know not everybody likes cooking this way, and quite frankly, I'm not a huge fan of it either, but it's what I had. What I took some white cooking wine and added a little bit of water and added quite a bit of garlic into it, just garlic powder. I probably could have used fresh garlic, but it's not what I had. And then I cut up some cheddar brats, and I cooked them in the boiling wine, garlic wine. And then I removed all of that into a bowl and drained out a little... Actually, no, I didn't drain out any of the liquid. But I cooked the ramen in that, and I added a little bit of the seasoning packet into it. And that was also really, really good. It's just a couple of really, really good things that I made. And, I'm planning on experimenting a lot more with just normal things that a college student normally would have. Occasionally they go to a parent's house, they get some extra stuff from them that their parents aren't really using. They pretty much always got ramen noodles around, maybe some simple spices. And cooking wine is pretty cheap, so you can just get yourself a cheap bottle of that, which is what I did. Got myself a little bottle of soy sauce, Ginger's pretty much... No, the cloves that I have are the most expensive thing. But that's the only reason I have those is because I wanted to make a stock quite a long time ago now. But I rarely use those, so I still have tons of them. It's basically paying for itself. But yeah, just been experimenting with stuff. And I might start doing stuff with cornstarch just to thicken up some of the sauces. Alright, so I think, yeah, that should be it. Talked about the fact that I may be able to get myself a computer. Talked about some of the issues that I'm going through, such as money management and the possibility that I'll have to take next term off from school. Possibly never be able to go back again. I don't fucking know. Talked about the TV being fixed. Well, it didn't really need fixed. Talked about some of the stuff that I've been experimenting with. Talked about some minor life things, which I really, really need to work on my minor life things. Staying up over 24 hours is not a good thing, guys. Wouldn't suggest it. Alright. But things will be good. Things are generally going good. I haven't completely quit out on life yet. So, as always, guys, it always comes down to two letters. It always will come down to two letters. Life, games, people. Never give up. And always remember, it's always a good game.